sharing stories of students, parents, community members, and teachers, and I have 3 more to add tonight. The first story is from Sarah Griffin, an elementary teacher. I am currently expecting a baby in January, making me high risk for COVID-19. I also have an 18-month-old at home that we're trying to keep healthy. I wanted to share my situation because I felt so unsafe in my workspace with the spread of COVID growing so rapidly. Since I need FMLA for my maternity leave, I could not take FMLA at the advice of my doctors who are concerned about school environments. Elementary class sizes are a huge concern for me as we cannot properly spread out 20 to 25 students in our small classrooms. Art teachers like me have tables where students have to face each other at close distances because we have no other option. It's just not physically possible to put them and keep them at a safe distance. Young children's symptoms may be mild when they have COVID, but that does not lessen the chance of them spreading to the adults who could have a difficult time fighting the illness. Community spread and school spread are going to be hand in hand as long as elementary students keep attending in person. The hospitals and medical workers are already overwhelmed. Let's not contribute to the problem and instead help them solve it by utilizing remote school until the spread has stopped or slowed with the upcoming vaccines. My second story is from another elementary teacher who'd like to remain anonymous. Her family has contracted COVID-19. The health of my family has been the least part of my worries while I've been on leave. I have not had a consistent substitute teacher in my classroom. The week of 11:30, I had a different sub every day. The week before Thanksgiving, I did not have a substitute at all, and my colleagues had to rotate in and out of my room. Technology has been a huge issue. I am at a loss of what type of lessons I can provide to my students because I do not know who will be in my room and if they'll be able to use the technology, and also not being able to physically present to prep other lessons. I'm disheartened that now I will have to play catch up when I return. But I'll be fine. But I have the same concerns about the in-person students who have to be in quarantine for any period of time. As I see more and more students that need to be on quarantine due to exposure or diagnosis itself, I know that we could do better for them. We need to be able to include those students who are at home, and by not doing so, we are denying them the level of education that we offer. If we can get the spread under control by going fully remote for all students, I believe we will be better educators and learners in the future. My final story is from another elementary educator who would like to remain anonymous. I'm a teacher mom, and I wasn't able to give my child the choice of remote learning. If I'm here, she's here. I would have loved to keep her safe at home. I am one that deals with anxiety, and although I have it at bay most of the time, the pandemic doesn't help, and walking into a petri dish of germs every day makes me very anxious. This year has been difficult for me as a teacher because the kids want it to be normal, and I need to remind them to keep a distance and wear their mask properly. We have been given as elementary teachers a 25-minute lunch per day, which is usually shorter than that, and then we have to figure out when to use the restroom and take care of ourselves. There are no breaks from 8 to 4. I feel strongly that those of us at the elementary level have been overlooked and invisible. Something has to change. This is not sustainable. Thank you.